Hey, John Strohmeyer with Strohmeyer Law, where we help our clients leave no unfinished business. Now, today we're going to be answering questions about various taxes. If we don't address this, then what we could do is actually set up a situation where we're leaving more avoidable costs to our loved ones. That's one of the four horsemen of the estate planning apocalypse we really want to address. My father lived in Texas but owned property in a state with its own estate tax separate from the federal estate tax. Do we have to pay that state level tax? Short answer, yes. Generally, this is going to happen. There are about 19 states that have their own estate or inheritance tax that they impose at their own level. A lot of the states used to have their own state or inheritance estate or inheritance tax, including Texas. Uh, but a change in the law about 15 years ago basically eliminated that tax from the federal level. So Texas has since repealed its own inheritance tax. But for these separate states, so places like New York, Illinois, Hawaii, oddly, people would assume California would have its own estate tax imposed at the state level. It does not. These state level taxes are still going to be applied to property that the assets are subject to. This is important. When you've got assets outside of your normal state, you want to make sure you're checking for the future estate tax consequences. One of the surprise states, Illinois, for example, it's possible to have an estate. Right now our exemption amount for federal estate tax is 12.92 million. You could die owning $6 million of total stuff, $6 million in your gross estate. But if you have real estate inside of Illinois, you may still have an Illinois estate tax problem, even if you don't have a federal estate tax problem. This comes up, it's always something to think about. The things that you'll do to avoid estate tax in those states will vary depending on the state you're in and what you're doing. You want to make sure that you're checking with somebody in that state to be sure that you know what's going to happen when you or your loved one dies owning those assets. So, yes, if there is a state level tax, you're still going to have to pay it even if you didn't die living in that state. Now, remember, while I am a lawyer, I am not your lawyer. So don't take the advice of some talking head on the internet. Make sure you talk to your own legal counsel about your specific circumstances. We're only dealing with generic advice right now. Also, want to mention my firm offers a free 5-day estate planning starter kit. So you can start the process of planning your own estate with a quick set of daily email challenges that'll help get you in the right frame of mind to identify the questions you really need to be answering. You'll be spending about 5 to 10 minutes every day for 5 days answering these questions and putting you on the road to leaving no unfinished business. The link to start this 5-day challenge is in the description below. Thanks so much for watching. If you've got other questions about this, go ahead and leave a question in the comments below. Also, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.